Welcome back to Tech Rants. My name is Q, and today we're going to be talking about the differences between Apple Pay versus Google Pay. Now, this is a special request video. I'm sorry I don't know your name. I probably should have checked the Facebook group before I did this, but my apologies. But shout out to you when you see this video posted. Hopefully, you know who you are. But either way, I think this is a good topic to talk about. So we're going to talk about it. But before we get started, if you guys like the content, please leave a like on the video. Comment down below what you guys think about this and any other video. Subscribe to become part of the family. Share it, tell your friends, all the other good stuff. If you guys would like to support the channel and make a donation, you may do so at the PayPal email address below, which is qthomas3630 at gmail.com. That's QTHOMAS3630 at gmail.com. Donations are never required, but are greatly appreciated. All right, so let's talk about Apple Pay and Google Pay, two of the most popular uh, mobile wallet payment systems across the globe, but definitely in the US. So Apple Pay is probably the most common, but Google Pay comes in right behind it. There are some pros and cons of using both. Um, although, full spoiler right ahead, I think that Google Pay actually has a little bit more cons. But nevertheless, we're going to talk about it. So we're going to talk about Apple Pay first, since it is the easiest to set it up. So first of all, in order to set up Apple Pay, what you have to do is you have to go into your Apple Wallet. So we're going to go to Wallet.
Double tap to open. Settings. Wallet. Double tap to open. Wallet. Done. Button. Wallet. Heading. Orders. Button.
So we're going to go to Add
Add card. Button.
Card.
Close. Button.
And you have a couple different options here when you want to add a card.
Add to wallet. Keep all the cards, keys, and passes you use every day all in one place. Available cards. Heading. Previous cards. None. Continue application. Button. Add Apple account. Button.
So you can add
Swipe up or down
another
to select a
Apple
custom
account.
action.
Maybe
Then
you have
double tap to
something
activate.
linked with another Apple account. You could do that.
Debit or credit card. Button.
Debit or
Swipe up
credit
or down to
card.
select a custom action. Then
So
double tap to
your,
activate.
your debit card from your bank or your credit card or whatever you have you.
Transit card. Button.
Transit
Swipe up or
card.
down to select a custom action.
So
Then double
for
tap to activate.
bus passes and whatever else, public transportation,
Driver's license or state ID. Button.
driver's license or state ID.
Driver's
Now
license or state
keep in
ID.
mind, if you want to add a driver's license or a state ID, it's not supported in many states at all. So we're going to click on that, and we're going to talk about what states it's the driver's license is supported in.
Driver's license or state ID. Securely present your identity with your iPhone or Apple Watch. Search field. Dictate. Button. Arizona. Button.
Arizona,
California MDL
California,
Pilot. Button. Colorado. California MDL Pilot. Georgia. Button. Colorado. Button.
Colorado,
Georgia.
Georgia,
Hawaii.
Hawaii,
Iowa. Button.
Iowa,
Maryland. Button.
Maryland,
New Mexico.
New
Button.
Mexico,
Ohio. Button.
Ohio,
Puerto Rico. Button. Puerto Rico.
and
Button.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Button.
All right. So once you,
Back button.
so we're going to do debit card, which
Driver's
is what
license or
most
state ID.
people
Driver's
will do.
transit card. Debit or credit card. Button. Image. Screenshot. Back button. Add cards to Apple Pay to send money to friends and make secure payments in apps, on the web, and in stores using NFC.
So you can use it to pay in the store. So you really don't need to pull out your credit card and all that other good stuff. So very helpful if you ask me.
Card related information. Personal data use. Continue.
So continue.
Cancel. Button. Hold your card. Heading.
So you have two ways you can do this. You can take the phone and you can actually put it like near the chip and then slowly move it away. And it will detect the card and it will activate that way. Or you could do it.
Hold your card. Heading. Hold iPhone. Enter card details manually.
Or you can enter all your details manually. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward if you ask me.
Double tap to open.
So once you add it, I didn't have a card to add because all of my, I don't want to give out any personal information. But nevertheless, now once you add the card to Apple Pay, you can pay in the store, you can pay online, you can send money to friends and family, you can add money to your Apple balance, which is your Apple Cash, so you don't really need to use a card. It's a lot of things you can do there. Now, in order to activate Apple Pay, so let's say I'm at the store and I say, okay, that'll be $40 or whatever have you. You take your phone out and you double click the side button if you have an iPhone 10 or newer, or if you have an iPhone 8 or any of the SEs or anything earlier, you would double click the home button. So I'm going to double click the side button. I have the 16 Pro Max. We're going to double click the side button. The phone does not have to be open, so you don't have to hit the side button to turn it on. But what you're going to do,
7:28 p.m. Face ID to open wallet. Dim.
so I have to use Face ID to open wallet.
Hold your reader.
And it's going to say hold near reader. So you can ask the attendant to help you show you where the reader is, and you just tap it and it just goes through. But like right now it's showing my debit card. I don't want to use that. So I want to use my Apple Cash. So you're gonna, it says stack up other cards, or it's gonna say other payment methods. So I did that.
Continental Finance. Continental US Bank. Apple Cash. Current balance $50.
So it says Apple Cash. I'm gonna click that.
Face ID.
Face ID to verify that.
Possible text. Cash $50. Double click to pay. Apple Cash. Double click. Swipe up to unlock. Swipe up to double click. Apple stack of other cards. Apple Cash. Current balance $50. Art. Possible text. Cash $50. Swipe up or down.
All right. So I think I missed it. So let's
Face ID.
do it again.
Stack of other cards. Button.
Stack of other cards.
Yes. Apple Cash. Current balance. Face ID. Screenshot. Hold near reader.
Hold near reader, and we're gonna pay. All right. So fairly simple, if you ask me. Fairly simple. Another thing that you can do with Apple Pay is you can send money to someone. So like say, okay, so my friend, he sent me some money this morning.
7:29
So I'm
p.m.
gonna go to my messages.
Stop. Messages. Double tap to open. 75229 Trayvon. You notify.
So I'm gonna
Messages.
go
Vertical scroll.
to
Message.
my friend Trayvon, and I'm gonna double tap
Message. Text feed.
iMessage.
Apps.
So
Button.
you're gonna click on apps,
Audio. Apple Cash.
and
Sticker.
you're gonna
Apple Cash.
send Apple Cash.
Apple Cash camera. Messages. Send messages. Send messages.
You're,
Send.
you're
Button.
gonna
Send. Request.
you can either request or send. You put in the amount, and then you hit send or request. And then it'll show you the amount that you put in, and then you're gonna hit send, just like you would a regular message, like you're sending a photo, and then it's gonna ask you to confirm, which payment method you want to use, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you send it, and it just comes through as a text message, and they'll get a notification through their Apple Wallet that hey, you have sent them cash. So very nice. I like that feature a lot. I think it's very helpful. Like I said, you can also add cash to your wallet with your debit card, and I think it's pretty simple, especially for those that are blind or vision impaired. It beats having to carry a wallet around. So Apple Wallet, Apple Pay, I think it is very useful, very helpful, and I think it's probably very streamlined. All right, so now let's talk about Google Pay, which is not so streamlined in my personal opinion. It is easy to set up. So first of all, you have to have NFC on. I do not have NFC on my Google Wallet strictly because, well, if you're out and the phone is so sensitive, it will just boom, you'll tap it, you're getting to the Google Pay to set it up, pay, you're gonna end up paying for somebody else's order. So like if you got two registers next to each other, yeah, it could be a big mess. But nevertheless, we're going to open up the Google Pay.
Fingerprint. Home. Window. Device unlocked. Home. Characters. Words. Line. Paragraph. Headings. Controls. Links. Screen search. Speech rate.
We're going to slow down the speech.
Speech rate 62%. Home.
So we're going to go to Google Wallet.
Watch. In grid. Walmart. Wallet. Wallet. Account and settings. Out of grid. Add to wallet. Button.
So you're going to click Add to Wallet to set it up.
Media volume control. Account and settings. Add to wallet. Google Pay. Accessibility volume set to 6. Send feedback. But add to wallet. Heading. No. Payment card. Pay everywhere Google Pay is accepted.
So
tap to activate.
Same concept. It's telling you, you can use Google Pay wherever it's accepted.
No. Transit pass. Get around town with your phone.
So you can do your payment card, transit pass.
No. Loyalty card. Earn and use your rewards and points.
Loyalty card. So like your Kroger's reward card, Walgreens, something like that.
No. Gift card. Shop and pay. With
gift card. So if somebody gives you a gift card for whatever reason, you can add it to there.
No. ID. Verify it's you with your phone.
ID, so self-explanatory, driver's license ID. Now the thing is, I don't know which states Google Pay or Google Wallet supports. This is not really clear on that.
No, everything else.
And everything else, so like your tickets and all that other good stuff. So basically it's the same thing. You click on the add to wallet, you click on the payment card, it's going to tell you to do the same thing. And yeah, you just pretty much do the same thing. It works pretty much the same. Now, like I said, NFC has to be on. So in order to get to Apple Wallet, to Google Pay, you have to swipe down twice from the home screen with two fingers to the quick settings. And then I'm going to click on, it has the last four of my credit card number. Turn on NFC. So I'm going to actually turn on NFC for this demonstration. So yeah, but I think you can also get to it from the lock screen. We're going to see. I'm going to click wallet.
Fingerprint sensor. Wallet. Device unlocked. Hold to reader. US. Hold to add to wallet. Over.
Yeah, you could do that.
Close. Task
You
closed.
could click on it from the lock screen and go to the wallet.
7:34 p.m. Home. Wallet. Button.
And yeah,
Finger. Home.
or
Device
but
unlocked. Home.
like I said, the easiest way is to swipe down
Settings.
from the quick settings,
Four bullet. Select
find
items.
it.
Four bullet.
It'll say the
Function
last four
shape.
of your
Hold.
card that you
Tablet
have
settings.
linked, whatever
Hold
your
picture.
default card is. You click on
Tap
that,
to activate. Add to wallet. Hold to reader.
and then it says hold to reader, and you just, you pretty much do the same thing. All right, so pretty simple. It works really well, it does, but there are some frustrations, and I'll go ahead and talk about that here in a second. So yeah, Google Pay, very simple to set up, very simple to use. Seems a little more complicated accessing it, and we're going to talk about that here right now. All right, everybody. So now you kind of see a little bit about how Apple Pay and Google Pay works for my blind and vision impaired people. So let me go ahead and talk about the pros and cons of each. So as you say, Apple Pay has a lot of strengths. You can add your card, your credit card, debit card, all the good stuff. It's easier to access Apple Pay,
7:35 p.m.
as far as to pay. In my personal opinion, I think it's way easier how you access Apple Pay. I think it's more streamlined. You just click the button twice and you just verify with your face or your fingerprint, and you're good to go. And then it's easier. Like I said, just click the stack of other cards, or say other. It'll say other payment methods. Click on that, and you can see what all the cards and stuff you have saved. Click on that, verify yourself again, and tap go. Very easy. Same thing. I like the fact that you can send money with message through messages, or you can actually go on the Apple Wallet and send the money that way. But yeah, it seems to be actually it's just easier to send it through messages. Now, one thing I don't like is you can't send money with credit cards. Not everybody does that. I know Cash App is very limited on that. Like you can send money with credit cards, but only certain ones. Apple Pay doesn't let you send money with credit cards at all. It has to be a valid debit card or your Apple Cash. Google Pay, Google Wallet, you cannot send money at all. Used to be that you could, but in the U.S. we don't have that feature. You cannot send money whatsoever. So it's a little frustrating on that end, but it is what it is. But that is the only downside to Apple Pay, in my personal opinion, that I've experienced. Google Pay, you can't send money. I don't like that. And I don't like the fact of how difficult it is to access Google Pay. You have to swipe down, or, sometimes if you click it on through the lock screen, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. And that's very, very frustrating. So, me personally, I would prefer if there was a shortcut like it is on Apple. Like, so maybe we double tap. A lot of Android phones, especially now, even Google Pixels, you double tap it, the power button or the side button, and it has the camera come up. I wish you can be that option. Switch that to where if I double tap, and then the NFC comes up, the Google Pay comes up, and I can just tap and go. Or if I can just maybe triple tap it, or maybe double tap the volume buttons together. Or no, I don't know. But I wish they made it a little bit more easier. But not saying that the BVI community cannot use Google Pay. We definitely can. It is a little bit more of a hassle. I think even to sighted people having to swipe down and try to find that, versus just clicking a button twice and just verifying yourself and just going. But nevertheless, they both are very convenient. They both are wonderful. I use them both on a daily basis. I use Apple Pay a lot more because, like I said, like my friend, he sent me the money this morning for the phone bill, for his part of the phone bill. Because he's on my plan or whatever. He sends me part of the money from the phone bill through Apple Pay. It's just easier for us that way. Google Pay can't do that. So hopefully that feature comes in the future. But as you can see, both pretty easy. If you guys have any questions, I hope this, I didn't really dive in too much because I didn't want to put a card on file because I didn't need my credit card numbers, or even the last four digits can be dangerous, blasting all over. But anyway, hope this helps. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Also, let's have a discussion on Facebook. Whatever. If you guys follow me in the group, and if you guys use any of these services, which one do you use, and why do you prefer it? What are your reasons? Let's talk about all that in the comments. If this is helpful, informative, entertaining, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all the other good stuff. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Please be safe. Please be blessed. Later.